Blessed love everybody. Good morning again. In my opinion, that's my opinion again. I don't think a man should have more than one woman when they reach certain maturity. For instance, from what I meant by that is basically when you're young, when them in them twenties, them young, them can say, all right, yeah, I have more than one woman and all these things. But when you reach certain age of maturity, I think they should actually be looking to have to settle down, have a family, be more responsible in every essence. But not to have a bagger woman behind their own panel because eventually it's going to crash. And eventually it's going to clash based on in all that in where grandparents always say to you, say what's in the dark shall come to light one day, which it always happens, and I've seen it happen numerous times too. But and then in the other end, when them have a woman, they don't have nobody there to attend to them. It brings also loneliness, and it affects their mental ability at the end, some part. So that's why nowadays you have a lot of men who are when they reach certain age, them damage and all these things because of what them normally do, the amount of woman they have, and then this turn knows what happens in between that. So you don't find no safety, you don't find no, you have trust problems that develop in men when they're reaching certain when they're in relationship. And I don't think it's anything has to do with any alpha male business. It's in their genes. It's a part of the men genes. Every man come out, them go through that phase of life where them have more than one woman. But after a while, when them reach certain age of maturity, you see them start settling down, thinking about family, the responsibility of a role of a man, what them supposed to be doing as a man role in the figure on the hurt. So I think it's not directly an alpha thing. It's within our DNA, the genes of a man, and just how men actually are when they reach in their early age. But I think when they reach certain age, 30s and mid 30s, going to the 40, yeah, you should be thinking different. That's when the maturity kick in for most men. I think so. That's my opinion still.
To all of the males who know that them significant other in the group, refrain from answering this question. If you know what I know, refrain from even sending a text, make it stay. You know what if you are doing, you know, you man him friend them, you know, but refrain. Leave it alone. You may tell you enough to leave it alone.
No, no, my view. Many males are gonna differ with me with the reason I'm gonna bring now still, but I don't think you should have more than one based on how you say jealousy and all of them something like. Remember, you know, everybody a human being, and if you do that to a woman and she find out that you have more than one partner, she gonna feel a way in herself, and then she start deal with you different, and the love what she they have for you, everything just change to a next way. Yeah, cause vice versa. If we talk to a lady and then she say sister she a do certain things behind her back and we find out jealousy will come into play and we not go really like that neither and we go start deal with that different too. So yeah, it's not by nature. No, it's more by ego. And what mother say now, where television and most of and our surrounding push we in a them area there. Cause if it was from a place that everybody have a partner for themselves and single out, and we just know that is in nature where we in our surrounding, that's all we see, then we would have gradually accept that one partner situation. But through we are from an era where we have a gallus culture from the music coming right back down, and we have peer pressure from family members and friends where I tell you say yo one burner thing now or more than one, and run around and them something there. Me just feel say you're not gonna really get the best out of a woman, even a man, until you commit yourself to that person. Yes, you gotta have cloudy days where when I go disagree upon many things, cause even your own friend sometimes you and them not agree upon the same thing. Your parents, many people who you love, you and them not agree upon the same thing. But it's just nature. So we have to just work with what nature give us, and we can't go out of it and throw the culture say, boy, this we should have do and that we should have do. We start do that. Me can tell you for a fact say, when me a run around all around the place, my life set away. It a come like it's downhill. Me not really have a life. Me I go day to day, but if me dey continue like that, when me reach older, become an old man, that time they would have feel it the most. So a good thing me get a grip from earlier. See, the other day, I go out of my zone, go look for somebody, and one of my past, I never really think about nothing for deal with her a certain way, but as soon as I go try for link up with her, move with her on the road, so I go hold something. Cause as I said, I not really I think about for getting or nothing with her, but by my look, a police that draw me over one side, get a ticket to my something, and when I say boy a cross is or whatever, but you know, sometimes the spirit and the heavens are work, you have something good that go on for you, them know why you indulge in a certain thing. So all different type of thing, a stumbling block are coming your way for you. Leave that alone. And if you continue down that road there, a destruction, you go feel it. Yeah man, I firmly believe in a spirit. I mean in a ghost and them something there, but if you go mix up your spirit with other human being with other people certain way. Yeah, man, you tear up your thing, man. Mash up your thing, wicked, man. Yeah, nothing now go on good for you. Yeah, man, I'm not superstitious, but yeah, me really believe in this spirit thing where you and a human spirit, you can't mesh with too much different human spirit. It about destroy you. So stick with one and you will get best result. If most man, even upon this platform, try that. Work with the argument, work with whatever, you know. Me nah say if she's destructive to you, you should have stayed. But if your sister that is a good woman, you can try with her. Yeah, you have disagreement, work on them thing there, and just try your best and see how the difference what you see in your life.
My view, family, blessed morning, blessed love to each and every one. Big topic. Relationship. Should a man have more than one woman? That's a very controversial topic, you know. Very controversial topic. And as a man, every one of we would love to have more than one wife or more than one woman, but trust me, it's not possible in a modern world. We're living in a modern world where women are more empowered, women are more independent and all these things. In a traditional world, like when King Solomon and them man was around, King Solomon has 700 wives and 300 concubines and they all get along. That will never happen in a modern world, because modern culture, we have a whole lot of other different things to deal with. You have to deal with jealousy, you got to deal with stress, you got to deal with financial, you got to deal with a whole different level of living. So having more than one woman, even though we would like it, it's not feasible. I don't think it's feasible, and that just bring a whole lot of more stress and pressure on both sides, both individual, because it's not like it's just one person that's gonna make all the decision. Back in a traditional world, the man make all the decision and the woman just conform and the woman fall into place. Nowadays, woman now fall into place. Woman are gonna tell her what they can do and what they not do and what they not accept and all these things. These are the things that's just gonna cause a whole lot of problem. Whole lot of problem. That's when you find the jealousy come in, and then you're gonna have murder, suicide. See, we just see one. When was it? Tuesday? Yesterday was a murder suicide up in Clarendon somewhere. They say husband kill wife and then kill himself. That's because some type of marital pressure going on. You know what I mean? They can't deal with it. It's not for everybody. Some people can maneuver around it and claim as if they can handle it. Oh, trust me. Nowadays, that is no joke. No joke trying to share your significant other with anybody. As a man, you know how hard that is if you know say a woman a gay bun. So why would a woman accept it for a man just get up and say I'm gonna have 10 women? Like I say, as a man, we would all like that. Every single man would like to have 10 women. But you think about having 10 different women in a one house. Everybody have different hormones. Everybody have a different feeling. Everybody have a different point of view. Everybody have a different opinion. With one man dealing with all of that, that's a whole lot of problem. That's gonna cause a lot of stress. So I don't know. To each his own. I say to each his own. Everybody free to make their own decision. Everybody are big people, but when it comes down to family and relationship and all of that, I think it's a wise decision to just have one. When you have one, you can focus more. You can focus more when you have one, and the family structure will stay together on a more normal level, on a more spiritual level, on a more positive level. Because it's no fun having two set of children over here, then another set over there, then you have to spend 3, 4, 5 different set of bills. You have to buy 5 pounds of sugar now, if you have 5 different pitney all over the place. Which in if you have one family, all of them under one roof, all of that the money they are going to stay in a one house. It's way more peaceful. Way more peaceful and everybody involved. With the children involved, with the just the parents involved or the adults involved, it's gonna be way more peaceful on that type of level. But like I say, everybody free to make their own decision. Everybody are big people. At the end of the day, whatever decision you make, you're gonna have to live with it. So just choose wisely. Choose wisely, and whatever works for you, go with that.
Jano, I know this is a very touchy subject. All right. Right now, maybe for the past 50 or 60 years, men have been settling. Um, Females, don't take this the wrong way, but I'm not saying that you guys aren't settling as well, but me just a talk about the man them now, right? You have some man in some relationship with some females. They're not happy. You can be happy 100%, but they're not happy 100%. Maybe them just there with them because them there with them long time. Maybe them just stay with them because them there with them long time, or them have kids together and all of them stuff there. You know the scenario. So instead of breaking it off with that one female for mash up whatever them have going on there with the hopes that the female may change into the person who them meet, where them did fall in love with, him find somebody else. So for argument's sake, the original girl, she used to look nice. As soon as she get comfortably in the relationship, she let go herself. Meanwhile, the side chick can't do everything where the wife do or the main chick do, but she just keep up herself. Men love trophies, you know. So if a girl look nice, if she look neat and all of them stuff, that you want to be able to can say, yo, that a my girl. If him not comfortable with himself, seeing make people as see him with this person who just leg themselves out there, him not gonna ever go out with her, him not gonna ever feel comfortable with her. And so him go always out there looking for find somebody who can match what he likes. But I guess, well, as I said, these are just my opinion.
Boy, I tell you, this is a pepper in the pot type question, you know? Yes.
And I must say, from time memorial, Solomon days, some places in Africa, man has had more than one wives and even concubines, right? The Western culture tend to, denounce it, look against it. A man must have one woman, a woman have one man, married union and all of that. But in Africa and other countries, and even today, you have men with more than one wives, and them live harmonious together under one roof and all of that. But the Western culture, which most of us is socialized around, schooled around, and all of that, we will look on it as, something, negative, bad. But you see it coming out even in our entertainers. Being a man, enough woman. Man must have one, enough woman in a bungle, as him say, and all of that. And you see other men living it. You know, even one of our entertainers now, will not call any names. But are we monogamous creatures by nature? I think that's the word. Or are we fighting against a inner DNA concept that say, a man tend to have more than one woman? A man can have more than one woman also in his mind. Him can be married, but him think of Janet Jackson. When him in bed, him have sex with him wife, that's cheating also, and also vice versa with a woman. So the concept is, you know is it possible, is it the norm, is in the DNA, you know so that's my take. Are we being hypocritical to ourselves as men and women, married to a woman, still have a next woman or superstar or Kardashian or whatever in his mind when he's having sex with his wife? Wow, I tell you, this topic, a never ending story.
Yeah, I would agree that's your opinion. But I think sometimes in most relationship, and I've seen it and happen numerous times, I think it all has to do with the men actually. So if you have a girlfriend or a wife and you've been together for a long time and you're seeing things changes, as your role in the relationship as a man, that's when your alphaness kicks in. You're with the person, and that's what you should be actually communicating. Let the person know that, hey, this is what I'm seeing changes. This was not you. And sometimes men, as men, don't even understand. Woman tired. They're tired. They've been in the relationship. Probably the man now do something too, so she just get logy and just don't have a care in the world anymore. And then she's in the relationship with the person and they have kids together. Yes, and it's just only the female, the woman is doing everything, not the man is not helping. Yes, the man are going to work and bring in and whatever and whatever. But then on the other aspect of it, I listen to certain podcasts and I listen to men talk and all these things. But then when you look at it as a man, if you're not actually doing certain things and you're not playing that role as the male in the relationship, the female is going to become just, I don't know the word to describe it. They're gonna become this person that has a no care mentality in the world. They're gonna feel like they're tired, they're drained, um, and also they're just gonna feel like they're no longer in the relationship. And again, as men, we need to remember that a woman might be in a relationship, but if they leave the relationship, they leave the relationship mentally, and that's the time when it affects the relationship. And a lot of men don't see that men will get up and leave the relationship and say them gone, but a woman will still be in it and leave the relationship mentally. So their mindset would not be in the relationship at all, but they're in physical body. They're still there doing what they're doing and just carrying on. But in their mindset, they're not in the relationship. And that's what a lot of men don't notice, and they tend to assume and judge things and say, all right, because of them little intuitive and them them mindset of how they are. The one only thing them look at is to go out and get somebody else to match them, and that's where a lot of relationship actually fall short and have problem with their marriage. And also it tends to bring bad communication amongst the children in the relationship, or amongst, if they have kids, or amongst themselves basically. And yeah, I know that's your opinion, but that's just a part of my feedback on what you said though. Thank you.
Well, I hear your point, but I will tend to disagree with you. You tend to blame in men. No, it's not a men or so issue. It's on the both side of the fence. Men and women feel tired, feel the same things what you say about a man rather. Women go through that. It's both side of the fence. It's gender neutral. I've known people over the years, they feel trapped in marriage. But they will never say it, right? They will never say it to the other partner. They feel that, boy, it was a mistake now that they are in it. But because maybe they're the children and that, so they feel like they're in prison. They can't be truthful to them inner self, right? Some say, boy, the reason why they married and all of that. A lot of people out there don't marry for love. So you find the real issue and the conscience now come back at some stage within that union. You know? I tell you, people, they're living a lie. They're not being honest with themselves. I don't say some marriage union is not good and it was meant to be and all of that. No. You understand? Yes, there are good marriages and so, but there are a lot of people out there living in prison and they can't say it within the marriage. They want to get out, they want that. It's like they're suffocating and they can't be honest and true to themselves. They will tell a counselor, they will tell a close friend, but they will not say it to their partner because the partner will say, what, you find another woman out there? Or the man will say, oh, you see a next man out there? But that's not the reason. Them feel trapped. It is like the compatibility wasn't there and other issues. The mirror other issues. That's my take on your say.
All right. Based on what you said, right? If me as the man in the relationship tell you say, Mr. say I put on a little bit of pounds and this and that and whatever, nowadays female call that body shaming. But then, it just insensitive and wrong to tell a female say, she put on too much pounds. In a relationship, I don't believe in a 50-50. Me give 100%, you give 100%. So we don't have no gender-based duties in the relationship. So if I come home first, kids involved, I'm not going to just sit down and wait until you come home before me look after something, before me get something to eat. If me reach in first, me I look after something. And there are some things where me as the man have to do. Some things as the woman, me just think a woman for do it. You understand? Me not have the headspace nor whatever for all of that. So me just think a woman for do it. It might sound a way, but I just think women were made to do certain things. Men were made to do certain things. So I'm going to give an example. So a simple thing of even filling out a passport application. Man not to do that. Woman can sit down and do all of that by herself. You understand? Yeah, me as a man know how to do it, but would I just feel more comfortable if my other half do it. Woman for pay all of the bills. So I work, me give her the money. The way how the relationship supposed to set up, me have one account, she have one account. We have an account where the money for the bills them going on, one account for the money where the food money going on,
And then you have, as me say, you have your separate account where you save and all of them stuff there. So once me transfer whatever me I transfer, me give her the money in her hand and say, all right, this are for the bills. She can pay the bills. She can go supermarket. She no need to sit down and wait for me for say, Mark, I don't have no money for go to the supermarket. The money is there in the account. Or the money dead upon the dresser. She know exactly which part to go for find the money. As I say, certain things, I just think female for do it. Certain things, man for do it. Just like if the vehicle for service, the female now gonna have it at the top of her mind. 9 out of 10 female don't have it on the top of their mind. Man have that at the top of their mind just like that. That's what me I try to say. You have some duties man supposed to do it, some duties female supposed to do it. Um, every relationship with me going on, I'm a health conscious person, so I try to encourage people to come at the gym, work out, eat right, all of them stuff there. But so often, um, some of the female them just get sidetracked and them can't bother with this and them can't bother with that, and them just lego themselves. Meanwhile, me look like $1 million, a goat, look good in my clothes, all of them stuff. They feel comfortable wearing anything at all, and then she just not feel comfortable in a fair clothes. She look away, and getting healthy is a lifestyle. You can't just eat healthy one week and then gone back doing the same foolishness the following week. It not gonna work like that. You have to do it mentally. And as I say, sometimes the female feel tired, but sometimes me get tired too. I try and motivate this person, and this person just come like say them a draw me down. Judger.
Yes, this topic here, one of my expertise, and to just put it out there, I am a victim of that same culture, having several females at once, right? I think the culture has shifted from when the grandparents was around and them settle down and them you find marriages, alas, and these unions. The culture shift while I was growing up, and I saw it through my parents. Them can't stick together for some reason, and man, I do a whole lot of stuff. Now, also, the music came in and shift the culture even more because the things that the society is growing up and hearing is about relationship, bond, sex, woman, nuff. If gal is, the culture start to shift with the music too, and the people them start to adjust. I know this topic is about man, but also woman is also having multiple partners, and I'm guilty of that said thing, and it's become norm growing up to even when I'm growing up. It still feel normal to have more than one partner. You know, you know. I think genetically, men don't handle breakups as easy as a woman will handle breakups. So him ego force him to have different partners. I think that's part of it. Don't have to be the sole reason why he have different partners. Jamaican culture has changed, and it even get even more worse now that we have internet and we have a more wider spread connection to females or vice versa to males. So the world got socialized more now, and you can see people quicker, talk to people quicker, phone you can just a quick, and a lot of these connections can be made. It is a culture now where it is different, and it becomes normal. I don't think it's right, but when the culture shift, people shift with it and live and adjust to that life. Boy, it's very sketchy, but I'm a victim of it too. I try to live, and I try to live the way they say you should live. Who's they? You should have one partner and live forever and forevermore. Well, I live a different life from that, and I'm still living, and I'm happy and comfortable same way. I wish it wouldn't be like that and you have a family together, but it never turn out like that sometimes when you wish. Bless up.
Say, good morning to each and everyone. Let me say this straight up. It is not. It's a Western world thing, right? Travel the world, Anglo-Americanized women. When I said Western, because this is the Western part of the world, which are barbaric. Yeah, it's a sad situation, but it's a very barbaric situation. Travel the rest of the world, most women don't have no problem with that. It's one of the most bizarre thing you ever seen. You understand? Um, you know, see my fighters stab and kill up themselves. Only the Western won't do that. And the fundamental aspect of it, is it wrong or is it right? You has no natural clue because it is stapled half side. So half lie and half truth, but still half is still missing. So it's still a half. It's not a full whole yet, as pretty much. Say you look at um, Africa as a continent. 90% of the people in Africa, most men has 2 or 3 wives because they are not westernized. Even though they colonize a lot of Africa, they still hold on a lot of the tradition. You understand? You have men have multiple wives. The fact that he can provide for them, that's it. There's nothing else outside of that. But the Western will now make that again. The queen make that illegal because she want to have multiple men, but multiple men can only have she. So it's a very unfortunate situation. But that are just my quarter cent on it. We have to travel or look at other people's culture to see how it actually works. And to be fair, man must have more than one woman. I believe that because and it's not necessarily you have a female because of sexual activity, but sometimes you need a different opinion on certain things. Yeah, you don't get that sanction at your home because your home is always in a turmoil because some woman can't hold them peace or them or them dignity. They are just loud, boisterous, and that's what they grow. So you have to really find yourself a genuine individual with a calm set of mind and peace for bring forth peace to you.
You know, I don't want anybody, have the concept that, I'm hitting against marriage and all of that. Marriage is good, trust me, the union is good. But you know what is amazing to me and what I found out is that you have so many people living in loveless marriages. It's amazing. I do my little feasibility studies. It might not be fully scientific, like you get a questionnaire, I analyze it with a statistical software and all of that, but it was such a shock to me, doing it, just asking people, you know, why did you get married? What was the reason for getting married? I asked one of my close friends, and he married, for 2 years. And so I'm asking him the question. I say, why did you get married? What was it? Me I look for him, say, compatibility. This is the woman him love her and made for each other and all of that. Trust me, boy, when the man tell me the reason, it's like, me had to sit for 10, 20, 15 minutes. Cause I can't believe what him say. This is a sound person, mental person, university graduate and all of that, And I was so shocked for the reason why I'm telling me say him get married. I can't even mention it. Just me. It's so amazing that so many people you see put on the face. Society people and other people too. Cut across all gender types, ethnicity. Them not married for the true reason. And you say to yourself at some point, you when the true realization you see say you're in a prison and you feel trapped and you feel, boy, I tell you, you have to be true to yourself first, you have to be true to yourself. Certain things cut out for you, it cut out for you. If certain thing not cut out for you, nobody take it up. Trust me. It's just that you. You just have to be true to yourself. Be true to thine self. You know? And trust me, that's where it starts, you know. You know, marriages are good, you know. Trust me. I'm not hitting against it, but if certain thing are cut out for you, and you want to impress family or impress society and things, nobody do that. Nobody. You have to be true to your inner self and yourself first of all.
Hey, I understand your point and I get what you're saying, and it's true. It is actually true based on that it goes both way and men get tired because we know we have females are like that. But then you have to understand the diaspora is different. I agree with what you're saying because I see my mom doing that right now with her husband, even though he's a jackass. But that's what she's doing. The same way you explain it to me, based on the accounts and all those things. That's what I saw my mom doing. But you know, the generation and the population is different. As the first person said, things change, and as pronoun say, the diaspora it actually changes a lot. So, that is true, and I agreed. I agree with what you're saying. The diaspora actually is changing a lot. So everybody is different. So you find one and two persons who are like that, but then as for me, how I live and I look on in life, without a man or without a woman, I think person supposed to live the life them way they think in their mindset that either way supposed to you alone may live. All of your life are you alone live. Either way, you're not gonna have it in your head and consider say, oh, this a person I gonna do this or this a person I have to do this and as me think of this person do this, me will do this or oh it's supposed to go. Yeah, and I understand, but for me, honestly, I live my life and my mindset with the mindset that it's just me alone. So that I don't, if I'm in a relationship, I don't think of a person or the other person that they're supposed to do this or it's me supposed to do this. Or so I just get up and I do what I'm supposed to do and do what I think is supposed to be done because in my mindset suppose I went me alone live and it was me alone. I wouldn't have it in my mindset to consider that somebody else is supposed to do this or the man is supposed to do this, the woman is supposed to do this. No, I cushion my mind that I am doing this and it's me alone, so I will be doing this by myself. I don't have to consider say, hey, I'm waiting on this person to do this or this person is going to do this or me is going to do this. No, me know say me have to do it because I'm me alone and it needs to be done. So yeah, me get what you say. I understand and I agree with what you're saying. And typically, I think that's how it's supposed to go in some way. I think it's supposed to go that way when persons are in a relationship. And it says each person boosts the other person to the same way. So we get tired by boosting the other person, the other person is lazy. Yeah. Me know what you mean by that. So yeah, I understand.
No, I don't think a man should have more than one partner. And no, it is not in our nature to have more than one. Those who have more than one is a form of greed. My reason being, if a cat get an next cat pregnant, the cat stays with that cat. You don't see my vulpa other girl. Even if you watch fowl or chicken per se, when you see that rooster there, I'll move around with that next that hen. As she straight, you notice that the other rooster fight the next rooster. Alright. Even the lion, him not have more than one partner. More than likely, when you see the next person, you have the right person. The next person is a distraction because 9 out of 10 times when them have 80% and go rush off of the 20% and find out say the 80% the 20% don't have the qualities of the 80%, and guess what, they lose both ways because you lose the half of the 20% but you totally lose the 80%, and then that causes for search. No, I'm going to give you a real example. There was an incident in our community where this man had multiple baby mothers. So it so happened that these children are grown and they live in a separate communities, and something happened where the communities are war. And you know what? One of his son left from that community and go down the road, go kill a next youth. And guess what? The next youth I'm brother. So the father run come up and I say, when the father hear the news, the father come up and I say, oh, them kill my son and him sad. So the son will kill the next brother. Go to the father and I say, Daddy, what go on? And him I say, you know, so them kill my son. And him I say, really? Yeah. And I say, really? Tell me what who do that in a daddy. I make me go. So when him find out that him kill him own brother. So you see, the multiple something no really work. It have the disadvantage and it costs. No, when you say the man now get a proper fix, that is selfish. Because you know what? I've known women who in a relationship for years and never have an orgasm, or whatever it is called. But watch this. She stays with him. Him not perform not like say sexually, but him a perform otherwise. I've known woman who left them man and get up go look work and the man stay home cause she like him. So that is just selfishness. If you are there with somebody and then not please you sexually, left them or teach them how to please you.